Unleashing your inner phoenix, the power of resilience, self empowerment, and vulnerability. Have you ever felt defined by your past, trapped by circumstances beyond your control? Today, we're going to shatter those limiting beliefs and unlock the extraordinary potential within each of you. I'm here to share insights from an extraordinary woman who has not only overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles, but has emerged as a beacon of hope and inspiration for countless others. I recently had the privilege of interviewing Martha Davidson, a true force of nature whose story will challenge everything you thought you knew about resilience, self empowerment, and the transformative power of vulnerability. Martha's journey from an orphan child with selective mutism to a global executive leader is nothing short of miraculous. But more than that, her wisdom and experiences offer a roadmap for each of us to discover our own inner strength and unlimited potential. Martha Davidson isn't just a success story, she's a living testament to the indomitable human spirit. Her work has touched lives across continents, from South America to Europe and the United States. She's not only created solutions for some of the world's largest organizations, but has also become a voice for the voiceless, a champion for those who've been told they're unadoptable or incapable. Martha's impact on making the world a better place is immeasurable. And today, we have the honor of learning from her extraordinary journey. As we dive into Martha's insights, I want you to open your hearts and minds. Let go of any preconceived notions about what's possible in your life. Because today, we're not just listening to a story, we're embarking on a transformative journey that has the power to change the trajectory of your life. Martha's fundamental message resonates with a truth that many of us have forgotten or perhaps never fully realized. As a seasoned individual, your life experiences do not have to determine how you feel. You are seasoned, awakened, gifted, and empowered. Let those words sink in for a moment. Feel their weight, their power, their promise. Imagine for a moment being a child unable to speak, labeled as unadoptable. The silence, not just external, but a prison of the mind and heart. This was Martha's reality, but her story didn't end there. It was just the beginning. Through what Martha calls God's divine providence, she was blessed with an adopted mother, an earth angel who saw beyond the silence, beyond the labels. This remarkable woman loved Martha enough to teach her not just how to speak, but how to communicate her worth to the world. Picture this. Day after day, hour after hour, this woman worked tirelessly with Martha, teaching her to roll her tongue, to form words. When Martha, in a rare moment of verbalization, as why she spent so much time on this, her mother's response was both simple and profound. Baby, I had to fix it because no one knew what you were saying. And with a snap of her fingers, she added, Baby, I had to fix this real quick. This, my friends, is what unconditional love looks like in action. This is what it means to see potential where others see only problems. This is the power of believing in someone, even when, especially when they don't yet believe in themselves. But Martha's adopted mother didn't stop there. She continued to show up for Martha as she navigated the often cruel world of the school system. Despite the challenges, despite the bullying, this remarkable woman placed Martha in every activity she could. She wasn't just filling up Martha's schedule, she was creating resilience, fostering perseverance in the face of life's hardships. And the results? They were nothing short of miraculous. The child who couldn't speak became an 18th grade honor student, addressing church audiences of 300, 500 people, making announcements with confidence and poise. Can you feel the magnitude of that transformation? From silence to speaking in front of hundreds. That's not just growth, that's a phoenix rising from the ashes. But here's the key lesson Martha learned through all of this, a lesson she shared with me, and one I want to burn into your consciousness. No one determines your values but you. Let that sink in. No one, not your family, not your inner circle, not your co workers or professional associates. No one but you has the power to determine your worth. Martha had to have this breakthrough. She had to realize that she controlled her values. Until she learned this, she was, in her own words, a people pleaser aficionado. How many of us can relate to that? How many of us have lived our lives trying to please others, trying to live up to others' expectations? How many of us have allowed others to define our worth, our potential, our dreams? Martha's story teaches us that we have the power to define ourselves. We have the power to determine our own values, to chart our own course. And when we embrace this power, when we take control of our narrative, that's when true transformation begins. Fast forward, and Martha has used these principles to become whoever she wanted to be. At 72 years old, she has experienced professional and personal challenges that would break many. She's been fired from positions, but she's also been an executive leader for entire South America. She's created solutions for the largest organizations in Europe and the US. All of this came with taking risks and being vulnerable. Martha's success, as she puts it, comes from her childhood resilience, her perseverance, and her reclamation of her internal power. As a young adult and into her sage years, she's learned that self development is key. Understanding the value of your worth is a mindset. It's about using your brain power, intention, intuition, influence, innovation, and inspiration, and heart coherence to align with being seasoned, awakened, gifted, and empowered. One of Martha's greatest breakthroughs was learning that emotions buried alive never die. This powerful realization teaches us the importance of acknowledging and processing our emotions rather than suppressing them. It's a reminder that our emotional health is just as important as our physical health, and that true strength comes from facing our feelings, not hiding from them. Now, Martha's journey is extraordinary, but she's not alone in demonstrating the power of resilience and self empowerment. Let me share with you the stories of three other remarkable women who embody these principles in their own unique ways. First, let's talk about Dominique Reighard-Brooks. Picture this: a young woman strutting down the runway, the flashing lights of cameras illuminating her path. That was Dominique's life as a finalist on America's Next Top Model. But Dominique's story doesn't end on the catwalk. No, it takes a dramatic turn into the world of business ownership. Today, Dominique co-owns E.E. Ward, the oldest consistently black-owned business in America. Can you feel the weight of that legacy? Can you imagine the pressure of stepping into a role so steeped in history? But Dominique didn't just step in, she stepped up. The transition from model to business leader wasn't easy. It required a complete shift in mindset, a whole new set of skills. But Dominique didn't let the challenge deter her. Instead, she leaned into her strengths. She used her understanding of branding and image to breathe new life into E.E. Ward. Under Dominique's leadership, E.E. Ward has seen significant growth and success. But more than that, it's become a symbol of what's possible when you refuse to be defined by your past experiences. Dominique could have stayed in the modeling world, comfortable in her success. Instead, she chose to challenge herself, to step into a new role, and to make a significant impact in a different industry. Dominique's story reminds us that our past experiences, while they shape us, do not define us. It shows us that with resilience and self-belief, we can reinvent ourselves at any stage of life. It challenges us to ask ourselves, what new challenge am I ready to take on? What perceived limitations am I ready to shatter? Now, let's shift our focus to Funlayo Alabi, the founder of Shea Radiance. Funlayo's story is a powerful reminder that success is not always a straight line. Imagine the excitement of seeing your product on major store shelves, the dream you've worked so hard for finally realized. That was Funlayo's reality when Shea Radiance hit the big time. But then imagine the gut-wrenching moment when you realize you can't meet the demand. For many, this would be the end of the story, a dream realized and then lost. But not for Funlayo. Instead of giving up, she dug deep. She focused on rebuilding her business from the ground up. She leveraged her resilience and perseverance to navigate the challenges. She used her passion and purpose as fuel to overcome the obstacles. And you know what? Shea Radiance has rebounded and is now thriving. Funlayo's journey from facing setbacks to achieving success is a testament to her determination and resilience. It teaches us that challenges are not roadblocks, but opportunities for growth. It reminds us that success often comes not from avoiding failure, but from how we respond to it. Funlayo's story challenges us to reframe our view of setbacks. The next time you face a challenge that seems insurmountable, I want you to think of Funlayo. I want you to ask yourself, how can I use this obstacle as a stepping stone? How can I leverage my passion and purpose to overcome this challenge? Finally, let's talk about Kathryn Finney, the founder of Digital Undivided, DID. Kathryn's story is one of recognizing a problem and deciding to be part of the solution. She saw the lack of diversity and inclusion in the tech industry not as an insurmountable obstacle, but as a call to action. Kathryn has dedicated her career to helping Black and Latinx women succeed in tech startups. She didn't just talk about the problem, she rolled up her sleeves and got to work. She used her expertise and determination to create programs and initiatives that support Black and Latinx women entrepreneurs. The result, DID has raised over $4 million in funding and helped over 500 entrepreneurs. But the impact goes far beyond these numbers. Kathryn's work has made a significant impact in the tech industry, demonstrating the power of resilience and self-empowerment in creating change. Kathryn's story shows us that when we embrace our power to make a difference, we can create ripples of change that extend far beyond ourselves. It reminds us that our challenges can become our mission, our purpose, our way of making the world a better place. These stories, Martha's, Dominique's, Funlayo's, and Kathryn's, they paint a powerful picture. They show us that resilience isn't just about bouncing back from setbacks. It's about using those setbacks as stepping stones to greater heights. It's about recognizing our inner strength and using it to fuel our dreams and aspirations. They remind us that perseverance isn't just about not giving up. It's about continuing to move forward, even when the path isn't clear. It's about believing in ourselves and our vision, even when others might doubt us. And perhaps most importantly, these stories teach us about the power of self-empowerment. They show us that we have the ability to define our own worth, to chart our own course, to create our own success. They remind us that no matter where we start, no matter what challenges we face, we have the power within us to transform our lives and make a significant impact in the world. As I reflect on these stories, on Martha's wisdom, on the lessons learned, I'm reminded of a quote by Maya Angelou. You may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated. In fact, it may be necessary to encounter the defeats so you can know who you are, what you can rise from, how you can still come out of it. This, I believe, is the essence of what it means to be seasoned, awakened, gifted, and empowered. It's about recognizing that our experiences, both good and bad, contribute to our wisdom. It's about awakening to our own potential, to the power we hold within ourselves. It's about recognizing and nurturing our unique gifts. And it's about empowering ourselves to use these gifts, this wisdom, this potential to create the life we want and to make a positive impact in the world. So now, as we come to the end of this talk, I want to leave you with a challenge, a call to action that I hope will resonate in your hearts and minds long after you leave this room. I challenge you to embrace your inner phoenix, to recognize that within you lies the power to rise from whatever ashes life has left you in, to understand that your past experiences, no matter how painful or challenging, do not define your future unless you allow them to. I challenge you to rewrite your story. Starting today, right now, in this very moment, what limiting beliefs have you been holding on to? What labels have others placed on you that you've accepted as truth? I want you to take those beliefs, those labels, and burn them in the fire of your newfound self-awareness. I challenge you to be vulnerable, to share your story, your struggles, your triumphs. Because in doing so, you not only free yourself, but you also give others permission to do the same. Your vulnerability can be the key that unlocks someone else's cage. I challenge you to define your own values, to stop being a people pleaser aficionado and start being the author of your own life. What do you stand for? What matters most to you? Let those values guide your decisions, your actions, your life. I challenge you to see obstacles not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth. The next time you face a setback, I want you to ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this challenge make me stronger, wiser, more resilient? I challenge you to be a force for change in your community, in your industry, in the world. And like Kathryn Finney, I want you to look at the problems around you and ask, how can I be part of the solution? How can I use my unique gifts and experiences to make a difference? And finally, I challenge you to remember every single day that you are seasoned, awakened, gifted, and empowered. You have within you everything you need to create the life you want, to overcome any obstacle, to achieve your wildest dreams. As you leave here today, I want you to carry with you the stories of Martha, Dominique, Funlayo, and Kathryn. Let their resilience inspire you. Let their perseverance motivate you. Let their success remind you of what's possible when you believe in yourself and refuse to give up. Remember, your life experiences do not have to determine how you feel or who you become. You have the power to rise, to transform, to soar. You are the phoenix, ready to emerge from the ashes, more beautiful and powerful than ever before. So go forth with courage. Embrace your vulnerability, for it is a source of strength. Use your experiences, both good and bad, as fuel for your journey. Believe in yourself, in your worth, in your potential, and always remember you are seasoned, you are awakened, you are gifted, you are empowered. The world is waiting for you to spread your wings and fly. What are you waiting for? Your time is now. Rise, Phoenix, rise.